Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in this video we are going to practice figure based reasoning questions that are very important from the perspective of TCS Ignite and Smart Hiring exam. So if you are also going to appear for your exam soon, these practice questions will be very helpful for you, as in one single video you will get to know how to solve these kinds of questions, because I have taken different types of questions for your practice. Make sure to watch the video till complete, and at any point if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Also, there is a complete playlist on my channel related to TCS Smart and Ignite prep. Make sure to check that playlist if you haven't checked it, because there is already a lot of videos that I have already posted in that playlist. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's now start with today's video. Let's look at this question that we have. Observe the problem figures given and select the option from the answers figure which will continue the same pattern and followed in the same figures. Okay, basically we are given a pattern figure, problem figure, where there are 5 patterns. Okay, A, B, C, D and E. Now we have to tell what will be the next pattern that will come after E. So for example, you can say what will be the pattern that will come on F. Okay, so and these are the answer figures, so you have your answer will be one of these figures. Okay, so whatever is your answer, according to that you have to select the option. Let's try to attempt this problem. See, let's try to understand the logic first. Okay, so if you see every character, okay, this looks something like this. Okay, I'm drawing the first figure here. Okay, so how many things are there? See, there are total of 5 things in one figure, right? 1, 2, 3. 2 are the brackets, 1 is arrow, 3, and 4 is this I, and 5th is this C. So there are total 5 things. So we will observe all the 5 things and try to generate or create our own next figure in this series. Okay, if you notice this first bracket, it is this bracket, right? Opening bracket, and then this is closing bracket, then again it is opening, then closing. So you can see the alternate pattern. One is one time opening, one time closing, opening, closing, opening. Then what should come? Closing, right, in our next figure. So here we have found out that this should be closing. Okay, then this one is the other way around. This is closing, opening. So this is initially closing, then it is opening in this case, then again closing, then again opening, closing. So in our figure it should be opening, right? Now let's talk about the arrows. So it is going up in this case, and then up, then down, then down. So it is 2 times continuous up and then 2 times continuous down. So in our case it will be one time it is already up, so twice also it will be up. So in this case it will be going up. Okay, now let's talk about I and C. So initially it was IC, then CI, then again it became IC, then CI. So this is again alternate fashion, right? So IC, CI, IC, CI, IC, and then here it will be what? CI. So our pattern will be something like this. Okay, let me draw it correctly. So then we will compare it with our options. So this is our figure which should come on next sequence. Okay, which should be F. Let's see which of the options matches it. See, first one does not matches it, because in the first one this bracket itself is closing bracket, so first cannot be the answer. Let's see second one. Yes, this one is matching. If you see, this one is exactly matching. But wait, let's also see the other options, because sometimes we should not select any other option without even seeing the other options. Okay, so let's check all the other options, eliminate them, and then we will select the correct answer. See, this one is again wrong, because the bracket itself is like opening bracket and not a closing one. So I will eliminate this one also. This one is bracket is fine, but arrow is going in the other direction. So this one is also wrong. And here also the bracket is not correct. So I will eliminate it. So the correct answer that we have got is figure number 2. So according to option you have to select, which is option number D, which is figure number 2. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number D. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. The question is, observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. Okay, so we are given 5 problem figures and we have to tell what will come in the next sequence, and we have to select the figure from the given answer figures. Okay, let's try to understand the pattern in this question. See, in this question we have so many things that are happening. Okay, so if you notice this bottom part first of all, okay, we'll have a look at this below part. Okay, so let me show you. So if you notice the below part, in the below part there is these lines, right? These things. Okay, so how they are proceeding? See, initially these lines were something like this. Okay, one straight line, and then 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and if you, this is like I'm talking about figure A. And if you see about figure B, what is happening? One is going from the front to the back. Okay, in this way it will go. So it will look something like this. Okay, straight line will come here, and then 3 only will come here. In figure C, again 1 will go from front to back, and then 2 circular brackets will come, and then 2 will be left in the front, right? If you notice this one. In this way, let's find the like pattern, and we have to find figure F. So if you see, this one will be 3 circulars will come, 1 straight line and 1 circular, and in this one 4 circulars will come and then 1 straight line. So what is the next one now? So in the next one, again we will reach out to this position where the 1 straight line will come and then 4 circular things will come, right? So this is about the bottom part. So we have found out the bottom part. Now let's see the top portion. Okay, so I'm writing the bottom part first. So, and now let's see what is the logic that is getting applied in the top portion. See, there is this first thing has this circular bracket, and then it is making an arc by adding one more. Then one more is coming here, and then to complete it, one is added on the top, right? Let's see next. See, again it is like this. So what should happen is, see, this one should stay as it is, which is already added. Okay, this one will stay as it is. In our last figure, this one was the one. So what we have to do in the next figure, we have to add one more, because every time the arc is getting completed, right? So if you see, this will be our complete figure now. If you see, okay, on the top it should be something like this, and in the bottom. So let's figure out which can be the answer. So if you see, this is this one, this is correct. The top portion looks correct, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Even the bottom portion looks correct. Okay, it was only 4. I made one extra here, but yeah, I think this one is looking correct. But let's also see the other options also. See, this one is wrong because the arc completion here is wrong. Okay, so this one we are eliminating. If you see this one is also wrong because the bottom part is errorless here. Okay, this one is also wrong because of this. That is why we are eliminating this, and this one is also wrong because of which we are eliminating this. So the correct answer in this case is going to be option number, like not option number 1, but figure number 1. So the correct option will be option number C. Make sure that you select the correct options while selecting the final answer. Okay. So hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one of the options from the answers figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. We have 5 problem figures from A to E. We have to tell which one will come in the next sequence. Okay, let's try to figure out, and the correct figure will be one of the figures given in the answers figures. Let's try to understand the pattern here. See, I'm drawing the initial image here. The initial or the first image, that is A image in the problem figure, is something like this, right? This is A image, right? Now if you notice what is happening in the second image, so second image is equals to X, circle and triangle. So these two are getting swapped, okay, and then these two are also getting swapped, right? If you see, these two when will get swapped, we will get equals to an X, and then when these two will get swapped, we will get circle and triangle, right? So this is how we have got by swapping these two things. Okay, so we have got this one. Now from here to here, if you notice what is happening, this is one thing and this is one thing. Okay, you can consider these two both are swapping completely. So if you see, circle and triangle will come here, and then equals to an X will be going top. So understood the logic. First of all, individually the swapping is happening amongst the characters, and then the complete grouping swapping is happening. Okay, now what is again next one? Next is again individual swapping that will happen. So circle and triangle will swap. So again it will be triangle here, circle here, and then this individual swapping will happen. So X and equals to will come, right? So this is our correct. Now what will happen in the next? Again grouping swapping will happen. So these two groups will be made, and then they both will be swapped together. So this triangle and circle will go up, and then X and equals to will come here. Now what is the next step that should have happened? In the last step, grouping swapping happened. So in this one again individual swapping would happen. So this and this will swap. So it will be equals to an X, and then this and this will swap. So it will be circle and triangle. So let's see which of the given options we have this figure and this sequence that will be our correct image. Okay, see, equal, X, circle, triangle. Yes, this seems to be correct one. For now let us consider this as the option, but also let's look at other options also. The other options are X equals X, triangle, circle, which is wrong because you know here it should be circle. So this one is totally wrong because it is starting with circle. This is also starting with circle, and this is starting with X. So this is also wrong. So the correct answer for this question is figure number 1, which is option number A. Hope you have understood it. Okay, the correct answer is option number A. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this figure. Okay, so in this figure we have to observe the problem figures first, and then we have to tell from the answers figures given that which will be the next in the pattern. Okay, that will come. So see, let's start analyzing this. we have 5 problems figures get this given to us. Let us understand the logic. Okay, see, in the first figure, if you notice what is happening, this was our first figure. Okay, and then what is happening, this is our second figure. So if you focus carefully by looking at all the figures, 2 lines are getting added in this figure. Okay, let's see let's see the next figure. We have this one already in our last figure, and after that what is happening, 1 2 and 3, right? So see, 1 2 and 3 you should consider in this way. Okay, so 3 lines are adding here. Let's see option this figure number D. So let's see the previous figure to this first. Okay, so you don't have to count any of the previous figure lines. Okay, you have to count only the ones which are newly added. So now if you see again here, 1 and then 2, again 2 lines are added. So till now we have seen the pattern that initially 2 was added, then 3, then 2. So alternate sequence of 2 and 3. Okay, let's now see figure number E, then our final logic will be decided. See, again, till previously what was there, we don't have to consider that. So let me make the same figure till previous one. Okay, and then we will add how many? 3 lines according to our logic. Okay, so 1 line will be this, 2 and then 3, right? So 3 lines will be added here. So if you see, this complete answer is this one, right? This kata I am just made it to make you understand the line count, but the correct diagram will be this. Okay, that is 6 kinds of inverted L's. So our logic is this, right? Our logic is this correct only, then 2 3 2 3. So what should be the next pattern? Again 2 lines will get added. So let me make the next figure. So whatever was there in the previous figure will stay as it is, and then we have to add 2 more lines. So how 2 lines will be added? One is this and then 2 is this. So this is our correct option. Let's see the option figures now and finally select our answer. See, option 1 has only 1 line here, which is wrong. Option 2 has 2 lines, and this is exactly matching with our figure which we have reduced. So this is correct. Okay, this seems to be correct as of now, but let's also check the other options. So see, this one is again wrong because it has one extra line. This one is totally wrong. This is not even following our, because always we were moving from bottom to top, right? And this one is coming from top to bottom. So this is also wrong. Next is this one. Again, here it has 3 lines, and that too it is coming from top to bottom. So this is also seems to be wrong. So the correct answer in our case will be figure number 2, which is, let's see if we have that option. Okay, maybe the options are not correct, but the answer is figure number 2. Okay, so 1 3 4 5 is there, but 2 is not there. So answer is option, let's suppose that answer is E. Okay, so the correct answer for this case would be option number E, which is figure number 2. Okay, hope you have understood the logic. Moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. See, we have 5 problem figures. Okay, A, B, C, D and E. We have to tell which will be the next figure which will come in the sequence. Okay, and the answer figure we have to select from the given answers figures. So let's start solving the problem, and let's first of all understand the logic that is implemented in this problem. See, our first thing is, here you will see one shaded portion, right? Now from figure A to B, what you have noticed that this shaded portion is moving one step ahead, right? So one step ahead. Okay, so just writing that one step ahead, shaded portion is moving. Now let's see in the next one. This shaded portion is moving here, right? Shaded portion is moving here, but at the same time shaded portion is getting incremented also. So one step ahead plus additional, right? Additional one more or incremented anything, right? So this is the logic that is happening in the second time. Let's see in the third time what is happening. So in the third time it is moving one step ahead, okay, as expected here, and it is also okay, so in the next step it is just moving ahead only. Okay, like it is moving one by one position, and there is no additional extra added here, right? Because if you see, there were 2 triangles here, and then they've just moved one step ahead. Okay, so no extra addition. So we can say again first one is only getting followed. So if we write 1 and 2, so in this figure 1 was getting followed, in this 2 was getting followed, again 1 is getting followed here in this third figure, and in the fourth one if you see, so this is like this is one triangle, this is another triangle, and then this is another triangle. So like one is moving ahead. Okay, this one is moving ahead, this one is moving ahead, and this third one is getting added. So again this one is getting followed. Okay, in this case, which is it is moving one step ahead. Also at the same time one additional is also getting added. So if you have noticed the pattern, it is 1 2 1 2, means initially just moving forward, second is moving forward along with one increment also, again in the third one just moving forward, and again in the fourth one moving forward with one increment. So what should be the next one? Next one should be first one, which will be just move one step ahead. Okay, so if we move one step ahead, now let me make this diagram quickly. So see, this is our diagram, okay, that we have. This is our diagram. I think I have made it correct. Yeah. So according to our figure number E, which is our last figure, what is the condition that we have? These three are filled, right? This one, and this one, right? These three are filled. Now our logic is what we have to follow first pattern, right? According to this. So according to first pattern, how our answer figure will be? Let me quickly create it. So I have created the figure. Now let's shade the portion which will have the colors. Okay. So see, this one will move here. So this one will be having, this one will move one step up. So this one will be shaded, and this one will move one step ahead. So totally our figure should have the shaded area as something like this, right? So this whole portion should be shaded, right? Hope you have understood it. So this should be the next figure in the series. Now let's check the answer series. See, this one is totally not the case. So we will just ignore this one, or we will eliminate this option because it has this extra triangle also colored. This one is also not the correct one because this area is empty in this one. So we will reject this one or eliminate it. Yes, this seems to be correct for now. So for now, let's consider this as one of the answers, and let's move forward. See, this area is also wrong because here it is empty, and here in this case it is filled. So this one is also wrong. In this part, again, this top portion is empty, right? This one is empty. So this is also we can eliminate. So the correct answer will be figure number 3. So out of the given options, if you see, which is figure number 3, A. Correct answer for this question is going to be figure number 3. Okay, that is option number A. Okay, moving on now to the next question. Let's look at this question. In the below question, one main figure is embedded in any of the 4 option figures. Find out the option which contains the main figures. Okay, which means this is our main figure. Okay, and these are our optional figures. If you see, let me mark it as 1 2 3 4 so that it is easier for us to understand. Now we have to tell that this main figure is coming in which of these answer figures. Okay, and there will be only one figure in which this main figure is coming. Let's try to understand this. So see, first one looks very complex. So before solving the first one, let's try to understand second one. See, in second one, it should be having this line, right? This line should be there. So try to see if this line is coming or not. So here there is no such line, right? So we can say that this cannot be the answer, right? We can ignore this one. Let's see this one. Yes, this line is coming here. Okay, let's proceed further. Is this line here or not? Yes, this line is also here. Next line. Yes, next line is even there, right? Moving forward, is this portion here? Yes, this portion is here. So far we are going good. But if you notice, this portion is not there, right? Which means this portion is not, this portion is missing. So we will mark this also as wrong one. Let's see the next one. Again, this portion is there, right? This portion is also there completely. But if you see, this portion is missing, right? This portion is not there, because of which fourth can also not be the answer. Now, since all three are we have eliminated, let's see if the figure comes in the first picture also or not. See, this one comes here. This top one also comes. This one also coming. This portion is coming. This portion is coming. If you focus my red ink on the first diagram, you will understand. Yes, this given or the main figure is coming in the first answer figure. That is why the correct answer for this question will be option number C. That is first figure. Hence, the correct answer will be option number C. Let's quickly move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. So in this question, what do we have is, in the below question, one main figure is embedded in any of the 4 options figures. Find out which option contains the main figure. So see, this is our main figure and these are our optional option figure. Okay, so you have to understand this one. Let me mark it with the numbers. So this is our figure number 1, this is figure number 2, this is figure number 3, and this is figure number 4. Okay, so we have to tell this main figure is coming in which of the optional figures. See, so first let us understand this one. So see, this main line, okay, this line is coming here. So far it is good. But if you see this portion is not coming correctly, right? This portion slantwise is not coming properly. So this one is the wrong answer in this case. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, next option now. So in the next option, we have this line. So yes, this line is also following. Then this slant part is not coming, right? Slant part, if you see, is not coming here. It is going straight. So that is wrong. That is why we have eliminated this also. In the third one, if you see, this line itself is not there. This line is there, but that is another line. Okay, this bigger line is not there. So that is why this is also not the correct one. Let's see in the fourth if we can find it out. Yes, so if you see this one, This can be our main line, right? Then this thing is coming, so this can be the one, okay, which is like these parts. Then we have these straight things, right? So if you see here, it is coming this one, and in this point here it is coming. So if you see in fourth option, it is coming correctly. So the correct answer for this will be option number B, which is fourth figure, right? Hope you have understood it. So guys, before we move on to the next question, if you are new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because it takes a lot of hard work to create this such type of content for all of you. So one like and share and comment motivates me a lot to bring such more content in future also. Okay, let's now look at this next question. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. Okay, so see, we have a problem figure, we have the answer figure, we have the problem figures are in sequence. We have to tell which will be the next in the sequence. Okay, and how we will select the answer figure based on the answer figures given to us. Let's try to solve this problem, and let's first of all understand the logic that is getting followed. See, if you observe figure number A, there are two symbols. Okay, and what is happening in the third figure? The last one is coming in the first position. Okay, last one is coming below the before the first one. Okay, which means previously it was something like this, right? We had just one triangle, one square and triangle, and then in the next figure, what is happening? Triangle is square is coming before triangle, and then one more sign is getting added, right? This is happening, which means one shift is happening. Okay, and then see, one shift is happening plus one new character is getting added. Okay, we can understand in this way. Let's see the next one now. Are we following the same pattern or not? See, we have three figures here, three symbols here. Now what is happening is this last one is coming here. Okay, the triangle is coming on the first position, and then one new is getting added. So if I'll show you here, so square and circle will stay in its own place. Okay, square and circle will stay. Triangle from last position, it will come to the first position, and after that one new symbol will be added, which is this one, right? So in this one, in this way, we have got our new figure, right? Let's see which figure will come after this. So if you see, all the intermediate figures will stay as in its own place. So arrow, then this triangle and this circle will always stay in its own place, and this last one will come before the first one, which means here it will come, right? And then one more new symbol will be added. So let's see what was the new symbol here. In this case, it was equals to. So if you see equal, square, arrow, triangle and circle, so this is our new figure. In the same way, let's make the next figure. So intermediate ones will always stay like this. So if you see, now the intermediate ones are these. Okay, and the last one was circle, which will come to the first, and one more new will be added. So the new that was added is star. Okay, so we have got our this one also. Now is the time when we have to create or figure out our next figure. So I'm creating the next figure here again. So let's keep all the intermediates at its own place. So star, circle, equals, square, and then arrow. These are what? These are intermediate ones. And then the last position was triangle. So triangle will come on the first, and one more new will be introduced, which will come here. Okay, but since we don't know, let's see the options and then figure it out. See, first one cannot be the option because the arrow itself is not coming on the side or the corner, so we will reject it. Again, second also cannot be the one, because if in our answer figure arrow is coming in the corner. Third also cannot be the answer, arrow is not coming in the corner. Yes, fourth can be the answer because arrow is coming. Let's see other characters. So arrow, square, equals, arrow, square, equals. So far it is good. And then circle, star, triangle, circle, star, triangle, and then one more new, which is hash. So yes, this is totally satisfying our condition. So for now, let us mark this one as the answer, and let's explore the last option also, last answer figure also. So see, here also the arrow itself is not there in the first place, so we will reject this. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be figure number 4, which is option number A. Hope you have understood the logic. Let's now move on to the next question. So guys, so far we have solved so many problems. Now I have two DIY problems for you. Okay, DIY as in do it yourself problem. So the answer of these problems you need to solve and tell it in the comment section. I am not going to tell the answer of these questions. Let's see what are the question. The question is, observe the problem figures given and select one of the options from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. Okay, so we have the problem figures. We have to tell which one will come next in the series. Okay, and answer figures you have to select from these given answers. Accordingly, you have to select the correct option. This is your DIY question number 1. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Make sure to join me on Telegram and Instagram as well. You can ask your queries in the Instagram DM as well. And if you need any content, you can request it on our Telegram channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet to receive all the latest regular updates. I regularly post off-campus drives and preparation related videos for placements on my channel. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.